This is StarLink guidance, and this is your weekly energy forecast for the week commencing April 29th, 2024. Please note that this reading will take place in two particular halves. The first half of this reading will be focused on the main astrological transits. The second half of this reading will be where I do a collective energy reading using my tarot and oracle decks to be able to find out how these particular astrological transits will manifest into our lives. Now, undoubtedly, the most important astrological transit that will be occurring on May the 2nd is when Pluto, the planet of death, rebirth, transformation, psychological intuition, and the occult, goes retrograde in the sign of Aquarius, which rules innovation, transformation, humanitarian groups, freedom, and revolution. So there is going to be a lot of themes that will be occurring around this time. And this transit's quite a long one because it won't end until the 12th of October. Now, Pluto deals with our psychological intuition. So what it does is it deals with the subconscious mind. And when it's stationed retrograde, it means that there's a deeper level of reflection and introspection that individuals will have around Aquarian related themes. So there may be a re-evaluation around networks. So this could be social media networks. This could also be groups that we associate with or that we are affiliated with. This could also see us reflect upon the common societal values that we have. There will also be, because of the fact that Pluto rules power, there could also be a reflection on and themes with regards to unequal power dynamics. So there could be themes around the way in which world leaders or government leaders are interacting with, or how they essentially govern their electorate, so the citizens. So there could be these types of themes that will also emerge. There could also be further discussions around the relationship that individuals within society have with technology and also with social networks and other group affiliations. So we're going to talk a little bit about social networks. So what's happening currently at the moment, which I feel will emerge even more during this Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, is that I believe Joe Biden, the president of America, has signed a bill which will effectively ban TikTok. I believe that they've got 9 months in which the American government, as it stands, is trying to ban TikTok. So there may be some themes around unequal power dynamics and how they are being used. There may also be emerging themes around freedom of speech and individuality that may come out as a result of this. Because if this particular app is being banned in one country, this may also set a dangerous precedent for other countries to follow. This could also sort of result on bigger discussions around freedom of speech generally in Western societies and Western countries, and how over a period of time, because of the changes of government, because of the changes of legislation, how we can see quite visibly how rights of individuals have started to erode. So there could be these types of themes that may develop, and those are some of the things that you may want to look out for during Pluto retrograde. Pluto retrograde is also going to give us the opportunity and the ability to be able to think about how we can live differently within society. So based on all of the changes and transformations that we have gone through, particularly with the fact that a lot of us are now empowered and emboldened by having the North Node, which is the node of destiny, in the sign of Aries, which represents being bold, being brave, and being courageous, and being authentically ourselves. So it's almost, how can we live authentically as ourselves, and how can we have the networks that we have, the friendship groups that we have, reflect the values that we have? What changes can we make within the way in which we are living that is going to give us more autonomy, more freedom, and also be better for the environment? So there may be more ideas around how we can live more sustainably, ways in which we can protect the environment. So there may be even more movements around agricultural talks, farming talks, and essentially living more autonomously outside of what is common to us. So maybe we may see a time period in which people that live in more rural areas may start to decide that they're going to grow their own food rather than actually buy food from a supermarket, because they actually have the land to, because it's cheaper, and also because of the fact that it will be organic, especially with rising food prices. We may even see that because Pluto rules other people's money, there may be a focus with individuals looking at how they can maximize the resources that they do have. So how can you live within your means, or how can you allow the money and the resources that you have to work more effectively for you? So there may be a focus on, instead of accumulating debt, maybe coming up with plans in which you are paying debt, living within your means, and maybe investing money as a way of being able to regenerate money. We are in the solar season and sun sign of Taurus, which does talk about earned income, because Taurus rules the second house. So there may be some focus and discussions around that. There may even be a focus and a discussion with Pluto retrograde in coming up with any types of business or services in which you can accumulate residual funds by providing maybe online services, because Aquarius energy is very much about online and being on the internet. So how you can utilize particular services that are going to benefit the collective in order to create residual income. So I feel like all of these particular themes will also be quite prominent during this particular time. There may also be more investigations around some of the scandals that we have seen around I'm not going to say the word because I don't want to get flagged, but SA, with more prominent people within society. So I feel like there'll be more people that will be investigated for allegations of SA that are from prominent positions of power. So these are some of the things that we can expect during Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. And now I'm going to begin with the collective energy reading. So I'm going to start off with pulling a card for the week for the collective using my Butterfly for Life Changes Oracle. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of a shuffle. I hope that you are all well and you are having a great week so far. I hope Taurus season has treated you well. Now, what is the key theme or the key change that the collective will experience during this week? So realizations and epiphanies. So we're going to talk about that in just a moment. Let's have a look at the base of the deck before we begin. Gracefully aging. So a lot of us are coming into a time of maturation in which we are understanding our positions within society. We're understanding where we have had any type of limitations, whether they have been self-imposed or due to our own subconscious programming. We're now moving past our limitations into a time in which we are understanding what is important to us, what is important to how we flourish within society, and what needs to change as a result. So it's almost like there's this wisdom that is developing because of the deep transformative inner work that we have been doing as a collective. Realizations and epiphanies talk about this theme around us having a deeper level of understanding of who we are, of why we are here, and what needs to change. And I feel that the full moon last week was a catalyst for us to be able to understand where our limitations may lie and what subconscious programming needs to be relinquished in order for us to be able to move forward. Now, Scorpio energy deals with what needs to be released and what needs to be let go of, but it also brings about new ideas around how to move forward. So I feel because of the fact that we have now got Mercury, which is currently in the sign of Aries, that is going direct, and we have had a period of time throughout the whole of April in which we have had to reflect upon ourselves, our values, what goals we want to pursue, that we are now feeling more empowered, and we have received the necessary confirmations that we are now moving forward and taking action on making necessary changes within our life. This could be within our goals. This could be within our careers. This could be within our physical appearance. This could be within our own projects, creative pursuits. It may even be that we have taken on new creative pursuits and endeavors. But these particular creative pursuits and endeavors are ones that are going to give us the fulfillment that we have been wanting and desiring for a long time. I'm now going to begin shuffling my Astro Oracle deck to see what are the messages or the main themes that may come up during this week for the collective, and how this Pluto retrograde in Aquarius will affect the collective. So what are the most important messages for the week April 29th for the emotional, spiritual and material development of the collective? What are the most important messages? We've got Quincunx. We have 8th house. We have Sagittarius. And we have Mercury. Base of the deck, we've got allowing. So we're now moving into a time period in which we are starting to plant seeds towards the goals, the dreams and the desires that we have around our identity, around our outward appearance, and around the creative pursuits and passions that we desire, in terms of creating our life in a way that doesn't necessarily suit society, but suits us, suits ourselves, suits our needs. And we're now starting to have greater boundaries around holding ourselves accountable to creating the life that we desire outside of what may be common or may be societally approved. So I definitely feel like because of this, a light bulb has occurred. There's a breakthrough moment in which we are now starting to utilize this Mercury in Aries energy in order to create a plan and a system of action in which we are taking steps towards our goals every single day. This is brilliant. So we're going through a cycle of growth, and growth that is going to give us a lot of fertility. So we're planting seeds for long-term growth rather than interim growth. So we're looking at things that are going to be sustainable. We've got complexity here, which is Quincunx. So there may be some challenges that we may experience during this week. And these may be challenges to do with 8th house themes. So the 8th house is ruled by the sign of Scorpio, and also the planetary ruler is Pluto. So this is going to mean that we are going to have to, as a result, see how, especially because we've got Pluto going retrograde in Aquarius, see how we as individuals play into any types of unequal power dynamics, whether the networks that we are affiliated with are ones that are beneficial to the collective and ones that deeply resonate with who we are becoming. I also feel like we're going to be looking at how we can have more time with individuals and groups that reflect who we are. So I definitely feel like there may be a change around networks and friendship groups and those that you may align with regards to socially and also in a business sense. So this may be changing. For some of you as well, there may be some conversations that you may have around any types of outstanding debts that you may have ignored. So this might be a really good time whilst Pluto is retrograde, if you haven't sat down and actually created a budget for yourself and you've worked out your affordability of some of your debts. Now might be a really good time whilst Pluto is retrograde to renegotiate any types of long-term lending that you may have or outstanding debts so that they are more manageable and more affordable for you. For some of you, this may be a time in which you are also going to revise how you utilize your spending, because the 8th house represents other people's money. So you may be utilizing different facilities, maybe the help of a debt management agency to speak on your behalf, to renegotiate terms, renegotiate payments so that you have more disposable income and less debt. Some of you, this may be a time in which you're going to be delving deeper, especially because of the fact that we've also just had a Scorpio full moon. You may be delving deeper into your own intuitive or spiritual gifts that you have. So you may be getting a lot more insights, downloads, signs, symbols, and synchronicities that you are seeing in your everyday life that are helping to guide you throughout this particular time, or serve as confirmation for what it is that you intuitively are led to do or make or create at this particular time. This may also be a time in which you may be re-evaluating contracts. This could be financial contracts. This could be contracts to do with other people. Some of you as well, with this quincunx and 8th house energy with Sagittarius, you may be looking at actually changing the way in which you live life. Some of you may be desiring a greater level of freedom and exploration. And I definitely feel during Aries season, particularly with Mercury being retrograde in Aries, we had a deeper level of focus on creative exploration. Now, for some of you, you may be looking at, especially with this 8th house and Sagittarius energy here, this deals with mysteries and occult practices. This deals with sort of more religious practices and philosophies. It could be that you may be exploring or seeking to go on a pilgrimage to any type of sacred ruins or any type of ancient sites. Some of you may be wanting to go on pilgrimages to religious places. This may also be a deeper desire to want to travel. For some of you, you may be contemplating how you can live the type of life that you want to on your own terms and have more freedom, because Aquarius deals with individuality, for a cheaper cost. So it may be that you are considering, with the 8th house and Sagittarius here, maybe starting to take some trips abroad to look at other countries that you can reside in, particularly if you already have a job that's remote or you are building a business that's remote, how you can essentially earn what you're earning in your respective currency, but also have the lifestyle that you want. So I definitely feel like there is a lot more travel that may be considered, or travel plans that you are making at this particular time, because you're looking at a different way that you can live that is based on the values that you hold, but will give you a fuller or richer quality of life. With Mercury being here as well, some of you may be formulating new networks. This could be online networks. This could be sort of local communities and groups in which you are going to be seeking those that have similar ideals, values, and philosophies to yourself to connect with in order to gain some form of information or advice. Particularly around living abroad or living in particular regions, or how you can live more sustainably. Some of you may also be looking at creating a business online or moving to an online mode of working in order to have more freedom to travel. Others of you, with this Mercury being here, you may be looking to complete a course online that's going to put you in a different direction with regards to your career. So it may be a new career direction that allows you to work for yourself. So I definitely feel this energy of wanting to live more sustainably, but also wanting to have more ownership of your own time. So some of you may be retraining in order to create an online business, or to be part of a career that allows you to work more remotely is what I'm also getting. I also feel like you may be going to more social gatherings that are going to be more like maybe conferences in which you can like network with others and gain ideas around how you can bring your vision or your idea for how you want to live to life. Some of you may also be seeking the services of maybe a spiritual teacher, maybe an astrologer, maybe a tarot reader. Some of you may even be seeking the knowledge of a life coach in order to gain some more ideas around how you can best utilize this energy in order to gain the results that you want for how you're choosing to live your life. Okay, show me why Queen Punks is here for the collective. Clarify the Empress. Yep, with Queen Punks being here, you're looking at ways in which you can increase the amount of money that you live, so you can increase the amount of money that you earn, so that you can live more comfortably. With the Empress and the Ten of Cups, some of you are moving towards creating a business for yourself. Some of you are creating a residual income. Some of you are actually going to be hearing news around a new job opportunity, which is going to allow you more comfort, is going to give you more time, but one that may be a home working position, because the Empress in traditional depictions usually is presented as divine feminine energy, and she's usually pregnant, which is this maternal energy. And the Ten of Cups in traditional tarot is usually the family on the estate looking out at the rainbow. So there is a home working opportunity, or some of you may be looking into a home working opportunity, or at least hybrid working options that allows you to spend more time in your own comfort at home with your family. At the base of the deck confirmation, we've got the Queen of Pentacles here. The Queen of Pentacles represents Saturn. This is Capricorn energy here. And this is also a very maternal, the Queen of Pentacles is a very maternal energy. So this is the ability of being able to create more abundance for yourself materially. So we've got the Taurus energy from the Empress and the Capricorn energy from the Queen of Pentacles. So this is really about your career and how you can create more earnings or increase your earnings at this time. And I feel like there's an opportunity that you're looking into, or an opportunity coming towards you this week that you're going to either be hearing news about or applying for, that's going to give you the money that you desire and allow you more flexibility to work from home. Show me why the 8th house is here. We have the Ace of Wands. And we've got the Hermit card that came out on the side. There is a deeper focus here. With the Ace of Wands, you're taking action towards your work. You're taking action towards changing your work. For some of you, you may be looking at moving into a career that may be more service driven. So this could be within the health service. So you could be working or wanting to pursue a career as a doctor or as a nurse. Some of you may want to go into maybe holistic practices where you are a botanist or a herbalist, or some of you are wanting to potentially go into practices or an industry in which you are of service to others. Some of you may be astrologers, some of you may be tarot readers, some of you may be holistic healers, some of you may be wanting to go into a career in psychology, and this is your passion and your pursuit, because this is going to allow you to be able to be of service to others. Now, with Pluto being retrograde in Aquarius, any businesses from this point forward are going to be, the businesses that will be the most successful are the businesses that are going to benefit the collective. So you may be coming up with an idea or taking action towards a long-term pursuit of creating either a career for yourself or a business for yourself in which you are helping others in some way, whether this is physically, whether this is emotionally, whether this is spiritually. What I'm also seeing as well is there's going to be a deeper focus on health for some of you. So some of you may be changing your diet, you may be changing your exercise routine, you may be seeing a nutritionist or a dietitian in order to make whatever changes that you need to in order to have the energy and the vitality that you desire. Some of you may also be drinking more water at this particular time, as well as cutting out meat. So you may be looking at enrolling in the gym, getting a personal trainer, or pursuing some sort of physical activity or sporting activities, gymnastics, dance, football, basketball, whatever it happens to be. What I'm also seeing as well, because of the fact that these are 8th house themes, some of you may be exploring ways in which you can create more for yourself. So you may have a business idea or a creative passion that you want to turn into a business idea that you may be pursuing at the time. With the 8th house being here, you may be looking for some form of investment or seed funding to be able to create upfront, or to create a buffer for upfront costs that you will need to start your business. Some of you may also be going into the practice of teaching. Some of you may also be going into the practice of teaching the occult or teaching occult knowledge to others. Clarify Sagittarius for me, please. We have the 5 of Swords with the Emperor. At the base of the deck, we've got the 10 of Wands. So what I'm seeing from this is you're going through a period in which you are tired of working hard. I feel like a lot of you are tired of working hard for others. And within this, you are wanting to reclaim your power, to have more autonomy, to build something for yourself or to work for yourself. Some of you may be leaving a job that is arduous, burdensome, tiresome, or even gives you a lot of long hours. Some of you may be leaving a manual job. So this could be construction or any sort of related fields, but you are wanting to pursue something completely different. What I'm also getting with the 5 of Swords being here, there has been, with the 5 of Swords and the Emperor, you may have been going through an internal conflict or a battle within yourself around which direction to move towards. I feel like this week is going to be the week in which you gain the confirmation that it's time to walk away from an old job or an old profession and move towards something that has more meaning and more purpose. I feel that some of you are going to be, with this 5 of Swords energy and the Emperor, there may be a conflict. This may be a conflict over work or what you're choosing to do. This could be a conflict with people that you work with. This could be a conflict with maybe somebody that you are either living with, like family, or a significant other. But I definitely feel that you are coming to the conclusion that you need to start putting yourself first. And in putting yourself first, you're going to be seeking or exploring new career opportunities, possibly job opportunities abroad, or you may be seeking to enroll in like a higher education course. But I definitely feel that business is on your mind and you're wanting to work in a way that is going to be giving you more autonomy, more freedom, and also more money and a lot more comfortability than what you've previously enjoyed. Okay, so show me why Mercury is here, please. We've got the Magician. Clarify the Magician, please. And we've got the 9 of Pentacles. So your base of the deck, we've got the 7 of Pentacles. So some of you may be looking at particular projects that you've invested time, energy, and effort into that you are now revisiting. They may not have necessarily given you a full harvest, because this energy here is actually Saturn in the sign of Taurus. So we've got this energy of you have planted seeds, but you haven't seen these seeds blossom or groom. These seeds blossom or grow yet, or go into full bloom. So because of this, you may be revisiting previous ideas, previous projects, previous gifts, skills or talents that you are now going to be spending time investing in and nurturing in order to create the life that you want. With the Magician and the Nine of Pentacles, there is a deeper focus on how you are living more comfortably and how you are investing in yourself and your self-care, because this Nine of Pentacles is actually Venus in the sign of Virgo. So you're looking at more holistic practices. You're also looking at the fact that for some of you, you may have been consistently overworking. So you're now looking at ideas in which, if you are going to work hard, let it be that you're working hard for yourself so that you can have all of the profits and you can have the financial stability and security that you want in order to live how you choose and on your own terms. And I definitely feel with these particular cards that the time that you're going to be taking is going to be time that you're investing in yourself rather than in others. So there may be a deeper level of isolation or introspection because you are in a creative process in which you are building a new life for yourself. And you understand that that is going to take time to come into fruition. Now, to close out your reading, I'm going to pull from the Psychic Tarot. Definitely feel like a lot of you are coming into yourself and coming into alignment with what you're here to do. Some of you are looking at more purpose-driven career pursuits, not just ones that give you more autonomy, freedom and money. Okay, messages to close out the reading for the collective. Messages for the collective. Okay, we've got a few cards that have come out. I'm going to pull two more. Messages for the collective. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we have passion ignited. So I definitely feel that some of you are now focused on any types of activities that are going to allow you to express yourself or allow you to tap into your creativity, things that you actually value, things that you actually enjoy. And this is what you are wanting to create for yourself at this time. So all of your energy is focused on your pursuit of happiness, your passions, your desires, and your dreams. We've also got the Solitude card, which is also Hermit energy. There's going to be a time in which you're going to be spending in isolation from a lot of people. I feel like you're going to be withdrawing from a lot of social events and networks that are more frivolous, and you're going to be focused on, if you have to spend time with others, it's going to be more constructive. So it's going to be building with people that have similar ideas and visions to yourself, ones that can assist you on your journey in terms of what you're trying to create. I definitely feel like some of you with this Solitude card, you're going to be learning a lot more about what it is that you desire, or you are going to be entering into a new course or a mode of study. So you're learning a skill. With recognition and reward in the reverse, I definitely feel that you have come to the end of your tether with being in a particular job or for a particular industry, and now you're wanting to walk away. And I feel like the solitude is you spending time making plans in order to move into a time in which you can gain the rewards that you want through your own work endeavors and pursuits. So you may be looking at working self-employed or becoming an entrepreneur or starting a business of some sort. But I definitely feel like you may be feeling this week that you've not necessarily been given the recognition or the rewards that you deserve for the hard work that you have invested in your current role or current job or current company or organization for some of you. I definitely feel like with this conflict and defeat card, you're actually letting go and you're realizing that you've come to the end of the road. It's time to let go. It's time to move into a new direction. And I feel like you're taking time out to be able to formulate your plan and to take actionable steps towards making this new business or making this new career happen for yourself, so that you can live in a way that is more aligned with who you are becoming. I hope that that has helped. I hope that that has resonated. I will see you again very soon. I wish you nothing but the best. Love, light, health, success, prosperity, and abundance. And I'll see you in your next reading. Take care. Bye.